Hello and welcome to a new series we're going to be playing in EU4. I'm Count Christo and this is going to be the Hamburg Building Tall series. So the idea of this series is we're going to play as a custom nation in Hamburg, just to make it as good as it can possibly be to start off. And we are only allowed to take provinces which have important centres of trade or estuaries, or any other modifier that increases trade. So for example, we can take Calais. That's the rule. No other provinces can be taken. I think, I'm going to say we can have subjects. So we're allowed to have vassals that don't, have those special requirements on their provinces, but we're never allowed to integrate them. Okay, so that's the plan. I'm just going to call myself Hamburg still, and I'm going to keep the lovely Hamburg map colour. Where is it? It's that beautiful orange. It looks really nice. There it is. Cool, I like that colour. Well, I mean, would I rather something else? That green's quite good. Quite a bright green. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so this is going to be tricky because, let's say we're taking land around this area, right? So we take Lübeck, that's fine. We take Zealand. Now, how are we going to get to Stettin? Because there's no bordering provinces. One way might be vassals, and the other is we're going to have to do lots of declaring on people's allies and stuff. Now, we are Hamburg. We are going to be a republic. We are playing with a mod. We are playing with a mod called the Idea Variations, which adds a whole bunch of new idea groups. I think it's something like 36 or something crazy like that. Now, there's a couple of the original idea groups that are still in there. Well, that could be fun. Maybe we should play as a Dutch Republic. Ooh. So what do you get from that? More trade efficiency, heavy ship compatibility. And yeah, the Dutch, I have literally never played a game as the Dutch Republic in 2668 hours, which is a bit bonkers. Never plays the Dutch Republic. You know what? Let's play the Dutch Republic. We should probably put a limit on how many points we can spend, shouldn't we? You know what? Let's use... Oh, this is Westphalian, isn't it? Yeah. Let's use 300 points, so I can't go crazy OP. We are going to be Catholic, yeah. Do I want to do something crazy with religion? No, I think I want to be... Protestant, so we can get the extra Republican tradition. We are of course going to be Western. Map graphics. Why don't we go Indian just for the hell of it? Why not? It's going to make our castles look different from everyone else's. Cool. Yeah, Dutch Republic, and we're going to start off at the bottom rank. Okay, so let's just put all of the ideas we want in here. We want to be super rich. We're probably going to go with Merc Heavy Army, if I had to guess. Yes, there it is. So, that is way too expensive. We could have it as a finisher. Let's just put something else random in there. So, if we got that right at the end... See, that's now almost affordable. See, that's crazy, crazy expensive. Maybe I raise our limit to 400 points. Yeah, go on. Let's go with 400 points. So we need global trade power will be useful, tax power will be useful, stability cost modifier, not that useful. Idea cost would be good, because there are a lot more idea groups that you can take in this one. I think you unlock about double the number of idea groups, which is pretty fun. Tech cost is good, discipline's good, trade efficiency is good, morale of navies is totally useless, let's replace that. Now we need a lot more military ideas, from the looks of things. I do love infantry combatability. So I'm sure you've seen if you're following the Prussian playthrough. Core creation cost, that's useless, and that's in the wrong idea group as well, so we can get rid of that. I'd like trade efficiency if I don't have any. Oh, I'd already have trade efficiency. Okay, how about... May raid coasts. That would be quite fun, wouldn't it? Oh, no, it's okay. It's just that I was imbalanced that was making it cost so much more. Okay, yeah, stick with the 300 point cap limit. May raid coasts. You can only raid coasts of different religions. I think it's a bit too gimmicky. Let's not do raid coasts. Let's do global tariffs. We're definitely going to be colonizing in this campaign. Because we want to get as much trade as possible back to the English Channel, where we will be eventually. Trade steering could be good. That could be very handy. I could increase the 10% more trade steering would be pretty good. But I generally tend to dominate a node completely, so I'm not actually sure about that. Let's put trade efficiency at the top here. And I think I'm going to want to bump that up Where is trade efficiency? Oh, yeah, and province trade power. We want that. So let's replace this with province trade power. Where's it gone? There it is, provincial trade power modifier. And yes, I would like to replace this with... Where has trade efficiency gone? There it is. Bump that up once, twice, 3 times. That's just a raw 20% increase. Trade cash. I mean, it's crazy good. Now, what would I like first? Trade steering is pretty useful, and we could bump it up quite a bit. National tax is nice. I need to put it slightly later in the day if I want to get it higher, though. Like there. Oh, whoops! I did that wrong. I've got to do that to switch them. No, that's not late enough. How about if I put it here? This one needs to be national tax. Do we want national tax modifier? Our money is going to be trade, actually. So let's not have national tax modifier. Let's have... We're obviously not going to be the emperor. Tech cost is very nice. I do enjoy a good bit of tech cost. Yeah, that's what we should do. Idea cost. We should get the idea cost production. Where is that? Is it in diplomatic? No, surely it's administrative. Where has it gone? I'm probably just scrolling straight past it. There it is. Okay. Yeah, idea cost, I think, will be a very useful thing to have right at the beginning. So let's put that up here. Apart from that, let's put trade steering a bit later so we don't need to pay extra for it. Where is production efficiency? Where's it gone? Oh, we're also going to do quite a lot of developing, so maybe I should get some developing. Yeah, okay, let's get rid of the infantry compatibility and get some more development going on. That would be good. But now we need more. We need more military. Maybe if I bump up discipline a bit more? No. How about national unrest? That we don't need that. Let's get another military idea instead of national unrest, because we're not going to have much unrest. Barely have any land. We're going to have manpower problems, I think, because we have so little land. So maybe, yeah, national manpower modifier I think would be very useful. Now we need just slightly less points, and unfortunately there is a way we can achieve that, which is by going to our court and making our guy rubbish and youthful, because his value scales. We can also make him have a bad trait. I believe there's one -10. There it is, Craven, which makes us under the limit. And female or male makes a difference. Just go female, why not? So randomize these a bit. Barbara, fine, sounds good. If I make him super old, alright, it costs, going from 20 to 25 costs 3 points, which means if I then give myself another -5 bad trait, like loose lips, does that go lower? Let's just check. 298, 298. No, it's just the same. Okay. But actually it doesn't cost anything to give ourselves loose lips, so we might as well, because loose lips doesn't matter. Foreign spy detection, who cares? Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. I like this. Production efficiency is good for settlers, because that will increase our chance of new settlers appearing. I like starting off with the idea cost. There's no way we can afford that, is there? No. This trade efficiency is going to be so good. Okay, I like the look of that. Let's save it as Hamburg. Oh yes, I'm not happy with that flag. No, that looks horrible. Let's go with a different emblem. Or I'm a bit of a fan of no emblem on the flag, and then just building something in the background. What could fit? Something with the sea in it, maybe. Blue sky above, sky watery below, maybe. Doesn't look so good, does it? How about, is there an emblem that would fit that? Could be the better Venice. We'll go with a Venice-esque icon. What do I think? Something, yeah, something trade related. There aren't really very many icons that are trade related particularly. No, I'm not sold on the icons generally. Let's go with a different background though. You know what? Let's just go with the one I always end up using. I like the cross with the two things there. See that? That looks quite nice to me. White cross? Yeah, I like that. Okay, save that. Yep, overwrite. Done. Your nation's name is already used by another country. Yes, but they don't exist. How about Hamburg with a space after it? Nation's name is already used. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, we can't go with Hamburg. We could go with like Nova Hamburg or something. Yeah, how about that? Just New Hamburg. New Hamburg, fine. Save that. Done. And play as New Hamburg. And we are going to play Ironman, but obviously because we're using the Idea Variations mod, we can't be in achievements. Can't be getting achievements this round, but that's fine. There's very few achievements, if any, that I'd possibly be getting this in this game anyway. Okay, so here we go. 10 minutes of setup. I think we are ready to go. Look, it's funny. Totally different map graphic. So what's the story? How do we explain ourselves? Well, we're an Eastern merchant that travelled to this land and bought the city of Hamburg, and he's now going to take it to greatness through trade, which is what he knows. That fits. That fits. Okay. Okay. So we've got the idea variations mod. So as you can see, crazy numbers of ideas available to us. Let's just cancel that. We haven't put any points into it, so we don't lose anything by doing that. And crazy numbers of different ideas you can take. And yeah, assimilation ideas I've looked at is crazy good. This one is quite like humanist in some ways, but also you get less shock damage received, a big stability cost modifier, less separatism. Yeah, it's crazy good. More manpower and more improved relations. It's crazy. Culture cost reduction. It's interesting. That's a 50% culture cost reduction. Does that mean if you... Where's religious? Does religious still... Oh, there is no religious. There is Catholic. Now, I don't know if Catholic changes to another religion if you switch religions. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to take it just in case it doesn't, because this one's not very useful for us. Now, this is the correct first choice, in my opinion, as a Republic. You'd think it was Republican ideas, but no, which gives 25% Buger's loyalty. But jurisprudence is great. It gives you, that's okay, that's, you know, pretty good, not so useful for us. More trade efficiency, great. Idea cost down, very important. Corruption down, very nice. And collection of laws. Laws give people security and foothold. One extra Republican tradition. That's crazy, let's get that. And let's focus admin. And I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to focus admin for the whole game, because we want to take as many idea groups as soon as possible. New mission. Improve relations with Dear Martian. They've no allies, actually, game, so I might just vassalize them immediately. That could be a good little addition to our realm. We could also... Should we join Lübeck's trade league just for now? Would you lose when you join a trade league? We transfer trade power to the leader. Yeah, that's unacceptable. So, currently, we are already at 11% trade power, which is not the highest, but it's up there, because our starting place is great. So we need Bremen, we need Ostfriesland, we need Lübeck, we need Zealand, and we need Stettin. Those are our early acquisitions. Danzig, of course, will be a great acquisition later on. Now, who do we want to be allied to? The Emperor is always a good alliance, but he's probably not going to accept. Now, who can I declare war on? See, I'd want to declare war on Lübeck, but I think they're a bit of a lofty target. Saxe-Lauenburg looks eminently conquerable. How about... Yeah, East Frisia, I think, would be a good target. Let's rival East Frisia. Oh, I can't rival them. They're too small. Shame. Bremen already hates me, so I might as well rival them for the purpose of embargoing them. Should we declare our hatred for Lübeck early? Yes, I think we shall, because we want to embargo them, which is going to hurt their trade power in our node, and because they can't embargo us back, because they've already picked all three of their rivals. That will be good. They can, but it would be a poor idea for them to do. Let's solidify with the Pope. While we're still Catholic, I would like to click this button a couple of times, get some more mercantilism going. Now I'm told... Okay, yes, there's a special government form, as the Dutch Republic. You have the the Orangists and the Statists, who are constantly fighting each other. And we, as the Dutch Republic, get extra Republican tradition from the Statists being in power. The Orangists, when they're in power, you get -1. So your Republican tradition only grows base when the Statists are in power. So you want the Statists to be in power for as long as possible. But while they're in power, you get new rulers every 4 years. Right? So no ruler can have more than one term at a time. Maybe they were a bad pick. Yeah, I think they were actually a bad pick. This government form's a bad pick, because this means we're going to have to either re-elect or just have one guy, and he won't be getting better because we won't be re-electing him. Okay. Quick little redesign there. I have to do a quick reload. Oh, and it's gone all the way back to the what do you call it? Home screen. Oh well. Shouldn't just take a sec to get EU all loaded back up again. Just give it a moment here. Yeah, so I think, what government form should we go for then? Maybe Merchant Republic wouldn't be such a bad thing. Extra merchant would be nice. I've been poo-pooing the Merchant Republic in the EU4 Facebook group, because I don't like the fact that when you go over a certain number of provinces, you start losing Republican tradition. But then again, I mean, we're not going to go over, I think it's 15 provinces? I'm not sure. Let me just give a quick check of that, actually. How many provinces do you need before you start losing Republican tradition as a Merchant Republic? Because we can always stop being a Merchant Republic late game. That would be fine. Let's see. You can, once you have 20 provinces can be in states. That's fine, actually. That's really not that bad. And you get 33% caravan power. Yeah, go on. Let's play as a trade republic. I haven't played as a trading republic since they added in the trade leagues. So yeah, it could be fun. And we're playing as New Hamburg. Let's load that in. All that's ready already. Done. Play Ironman. We can override that. Nice. Okay, so we'll just start our own trade league, which will be better than Lübeck's. And actually that's great, because this means now we don't just have to have vassals, which can't transfer trade power. We can have little one province minor trade league members, which will transfer a trade power to us. So yeah, I think this works. Now, Dear Martian, you can be the first member of our trade league, I think. Why can't I go for trade league? Oh, because I'm not a smart man. I apologise. I forgot to switch the government form. Oh dear. Whoops-a-daisy. And the good thing about the Merchant Republic, unlike lots of the other republics, is it does have a faction system. And you definitely want to have a faction system in the new idea variation mod from what I've seen of it. And I have never played a game with this mod, so we'll see if it's any good. Lambert from the Exiles collab recommended it to me as his... or actually, he didn't recommend it to me. He recommended it to someone else as his kind of #1 favourite mod. So hopefully it's as good as he claims. I'll make this episode run a bit long since I've had all this mucking up at the beginning. Okay, so you get bonus production to non-owned provinces in a controlled trade node equal to a percentage of the trade controlled. So if you control 50%, so if the Republic controls 100% of the trade in the node, all the people that you don't own get 50% more goods produced, which means way more trade money for you. So yeah, being a trade republic is definitely the correct decision for this specific kind of campaign, I think. Because when we're building... normally that doesn't really help you much, because you end up conquering all the land in your trade node. But since we're not going to do that... What is special, by the way? Daimyo, Native Council, Monastic Order... Hey, we could choose the Ottoman government, that's funny. But no, of course, we are going to be a... Merchant Republic. Sounds good. Done. Print it. Let's go. Iron Man, building tall... Okay, this time, for reals. Okay, so yeah, we're going to set up our better trade league, which is going to beat up Lübeck's trade league. The problem is we are going to get called to defend our trade league, so we need to make it big as soon as possible. We want to make sure all its members are in the Lübeck trade node to begin with. So do come join my trade league. And I have to wait 1 day before I can request another person join. Rivals. Will East Frisia join a trade league with us? No, because they've rivaled us. So I would love to rival them. And we'll embargo them straight off the bat. We should also declare our hatred of Lübeck at this point, I think, because we do not like Lübeck. Lauenburg and Lüneburg, will you join? No, Lauenburg has rivaled us. Ooh, that's a good, easy humiliation war. Saxe-Lauenburg, sorry. Yeah, if we humiliate them early, we could get a bunch of power projection and a bunch of monarch points. That would be great. Let's train up our additional troops. We're making 3 ducats! Wow. Oh, hey, these do different things. Interesting. We've got new advisors in this mod, apparently. Did not know that. Hey, trade efficiency gal. Perfect. Yearly corruption 1. Core creation cost 1. Why don't I have estates? I'm a merchant republic, right? Yeah, it must be, so I asked them. I thought I had estates. You've lied to me, Wiki. Oh no, have a faction system. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, this is still fine. This is still fine. I like the idea of a trade league helping out for our building tall methodology. Oop, just let my other screen die. Whoops. Bring it back again. We're also going to try and bump mercantilism very high. Probably. To try and get the most out of our little land. We're going to need a bit more money before I can hire an admin advisor. That's fine. Let's just unpause for a day. Yeah, we are now in a trade league with Dismartian. How about you, Oldenburg? Do you want to join? They do. By 50. Okay, well, we can probably wait to invite them for a bit. Oh, they're already in a different trade league. Darn. Stard. Yeah, Stard will join. Nice. How about you, Lauenburg? Yep, they will join. But they're already in another one. Mecklenburg, you're not quite in our trade node, are you? I think that's everyone in our trade node checked already. But we got 2 people in. That's pretty good. Maybe we can turn off that fort. We're going to declare war on Lauenburg next month, once the first month no war thing goes away. Who else? Mecklenburg, no. Anhalt? No. From distance? No, just because they're neutral. So I could probably get Anhalt in. Maybe I should improve relations with them. Who else should I rival, do you think? Oh, I've already rivaled everyone I can, okay. Let's embargo them. I've already done it to you? Yes, but let's rival Lübeck now. Seems sensible. Who else? Maybe an alliance. Yeah, there we go. An alliance with Brandenburg seems good. So it takes 1 diplomatic relation to lead a trade league. It just negatives it. It doesn't even count as a relationship slot. It just takes away that that's one of your diplomatic relations. But it doesn't actually cause you to have relations with the people in the league, which is handy. Holstein, if we could have them released as like Schleswig but not actually Holstein, that would be very helpful. I am going to say we can take provinces which aren't like this, right? But we have to then immediately release them as a vassal, or just return them to whoever we took them from. We are not allowed to keep them, not allowed to core them. Let's make that the rule. No coring. Who else wants to ally me around here? This guy does. Brunswick, allied to a member of my trade league. No, this is a member of the enemy trade league, but that seems fine. Let's get Brunswick in. An alliance. They're relatively strong and nearby, so that's good. Are you rival to Brunswick? Yes, so that you won't take an alliance anymore. Saxony, allied to Brandenburg, so they seem like a good choice. Let's improve relations with them. Have I got the... Oops, didn't mean to click save game. Have I got one of the audios turned far down? No? I don't seem to be hearing the kind of cheers from alliances. Okay, we want to solidify paper relations. Sounds good. Have I embargoed Lübeck yet? Yes, good. Now, so war with these guys, I think, is what the order of the day. We want our person to die as soon as possible. But she's female, so she can't become a general. Shame. Are we getting 5 points a month? No. We should focus admin. So it may actually be 2 months before we declare. Okay, as long as they don't do anything just for a little bit, then we're going to be able to declare war on them very soon. Let's bump up the speed a bit. Let's go to speed 4. I like playing speed 4. Okay, Orderlev has joined a trade league. That's fine. Okay, so let's declare this war. 4 to 4. Sorry, 3 to 4. That is woods. So we probably won't charge in immediately. But let's just declare the war. Oh yes, and we should get our ships protecting trade in the Lubeck node. And I'm not going to sell these as I normally would, because we're probably going to need transports to move around our very disjointed empire. Oh, they're attacking into me. Interesting strategy. Well, there's not much I can do to change things, so let the dice fall where they may. Why didn't they take a... Oh, this is farmlands. I thought I was defending in the woods, but it looks like we crushed them. Why did we crush them? I guess it was just good rolls that I didn't really see. Oh well. Let's wait a couple of days to let them train up a new guy, because then we can just kill him nice and easily. Oh, no, I meant let them train up a new guy. 14th of March? No, I'm not waiting that long. Okay, get them in there and take out the excess so that we're not losing troops for no reason. And keep the siege going. Saxony, I'd love an alliance, which they will take quite soon. I'd like to claim on Bremen, or more importantly, East Frisia, who's allied a whole bunch of people, so they'll be tricky to take down, but we'll give it a go. Let's delete our fort. I don't like forts. Actually, that was probably a bad decision. In this campaign, maybe forts wouldn't be such a bad thing, because we're going to have so few provinces that we could really easily get the full amount of army tradition tick up from having forts. So maybe that'll be a thing we'll try later on. Hamburg. How can I make people leave Lubeck's trade league? I think the only way is annex Lubeck, to be honest, which is not something I'm capable of doing right now. Let's get a leader. Hope for some maneuver and siege. Just maneuver, but I will take it anyway. I wanted the maneuver so we can reduce the amount of attrition we take. Does maneuver? No, maneuver doesn't reduce attrition. Maneuver reduces how much supply you use. That's right. All right, now these people. How many relationship slots do I have left? 1. Friesland. You'll probably hate East Frisia. Yeah. So they'd be someone that I could ally in order to use them against East Frisia. Saxony, you should totally ally me. As I say, we're going to do quite a bit of development in the early game. Probably don't need Diplo points right now, so let's do Diplo development for a while. Okay. They would join the Trade League if they lost one province. That's interesting to know. Denmark, how do you feel about me? Not too bad. Maybe they'll take an alliance. Right, let's just bump up to speed 5 while we're just doing this siege. No need to drag it out too much, since we're just making cash. Not making cash, doing passing the siege. I think you're making cash because of all the ducat sounds in the background. Saxony should be willing to take an alliance after this war, if I had to guess. And we're just going for the humiliation here. Let's pull back from there. Is this place fully looted? No, let's finish looting it. Get everyone in place. That shouldn't take too long. 2 months. Want all the cash we can possibly get out of them. There's the claim on East Frisia. Good. I'd also like a claim on Bremen, if I could. Let's month tick. Finish off the loot. Nice. And now it's time for peace. Money, please. 75 ducats. Very nice. And, oh no, sorry, not money. Show strength is the plan. 30 power projection, 100 of each spawn point. Very nice. And we get 20 prestige. Excuse me, 20 prestige? Odd. Why did I get 20 prestige? No. Anyway. Nice, so yeah, we got these two, which are great, especially because this one reduces the development cost. So I'm going to put all my Diplo points in development for now. I think that's more important. Just increasing how much wealth we have is more significant than getting Diplotech right now. So we're definitely not going to re-elect this useless syndic that we have at the moment. Trade protection against Burgundy. Blockade ports. No, we couldn't do that. Oh, Friesland wants to join. Yeah. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Gelry, any of you guys down here want to join? Gelry, you tricked? No, because they like East Frisia. You, because you like East Frisia. How about someone down here? Aachen. No, because they're just neutral to us. We could get them to join, though. Who else is a potential? Nuremberg? I'd like to have some more control down here, so we can start pulling stuff north. Nassau. Nassau is very much a potential. Let's focus on getting some Trade League members early on. Ooh, yeah, Frankfurt would be a great member, because they're a free city, so they're not likely to get attacked. and they've got quite a bit of power in the Rhineland node. Oh yes, where are our merchants right now? Rhineland and Saxony. That sounds right to me. Oh, and North Sea. 3%, 3%, 4%. Well, we've got more caravan power. So if you look at what we're doing over here, where are we? New Hamburg. Here we go. So our trade, is it our trade power here or our? There it is. Yeah. So our merchant presence giving us 2 power plus 33% because of the government form and rank, which is referring to the oh god, what's the phrase? I've lost it. Caravan power. Caravan power is the phrase. Right, a bit more infantry. Nice. Time to hire the advisor. Yes, it is. Yearly corruption down. Sounds quite good, but we don't really have any corruption. But that's useless, so yearly corruption it is. Trade embargo on our rival. Good. Do all of our guys automatically embargo our embargoes? It looks like they do. We haven't embargoed them because I want to declare war on them instantly. That's fine. Alright, East Frisia. I would love to kill you. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to declare war on any of these people in the immediate future. Brunswick would probably help me fight Bremen, if I had to guess. You don't like Bremen, do you? No, good. Someone else wants to join the Trade League. Oldenburg. Oh, Oldenburg left Lübeck's Trade League. Well, I graciously accept. Frankfurt, they are going to start getting, when our trade league gets too big, they're going to start getting a modifier called size of trade league. I don't know when that kicks in, so I'm going to invite Hamburg before I invite Nassau. We can take an idea. Oh, sorry, I forgot I'd restarted. No, not administrative ideas. We want to take jurisprudence. Yeah, very nice. Now, we're going to take ideas, yeah, focusing heavily on trade, development, income. It's going to be a very, very rich campaign. Oh, I'm excited already. Well, fortunately, negative stability isn't going to hurt us terribly right now. Oh, but on that auspicious note, I shall call an end to this part. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you stick around for the rest of the series. We will be doing some glorious, glorious high development, you know, machinations, hiring out troops as condottieri, lots of that kind of stuff. So I hope you look forward to that as much as I do. And until next time, thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.